Hello Fantasy Faithfuls, and welcome to Michael Gallup's 2020 Fantasy Snapshot.
On second down, same play, pass is caught, Gallup.
In 2020, the Dallas Cowboys and Michael Gallup will be facing a group of teams that last year gave up 560 fantasy points to wide receivers in PPR, fifth most in the NFL with 13.3 yards per reception and 17 touchdowns on average. Breaking down his receiving, Gallup is as close as it gets to perfect targeting trends. He has plenty of targets to the short left, while at the same time having a lot of targets to the deep right, which is exactly what we want. And what's better is that the short left is the zone where he has his highest catch rate, even if it isn't as high as we would like. And in the short middle, he's below benchmark, and his outside the numbers deep is just not good at all. What has made him interesting though is his yards per catch. He's very productive when he actually catches the ball. He reminds me a little bit of Ted Ginn. He can burn you when he actually grabs the ball, but he has some slippery hands. The opponents that fits his strength the best is the Arizona Cardinals. They gave up 10.1 yards per catch, and opposing receivers had a catch rate of 87% in the short left zone, so be sure to start him in DFS for that game. I would like to take a second to remind you to hit that like button, leave a comment what you think about this video, and subscribe to the channel. I love every interaction I have with y'all, and every little bit helps me put out even more content. Gallup's one-game floor is 4.1 points and ceiling 20.3 based on all the games he's played in the league. This ranks in the mid-30s for both numbers and pretty good for a wide receiver too. The likeliness of him scoring above the ceiling and booming is high at 4.6%, but he also comes with a high bust risk of 5%, so not much stability there. His touchdown rate last year was 5.4%, about 0.5% above the league average, the sweet spot to avoid negative regression, but still be a good producer. Based on my market share study, I have him predicted for 110 targets and 76 receptions in 2020. Before CeeDee Lamb, this was a little bit higher for both Gallup and Amari Cooper, but I had to lower them as Dak can't throw to everybody at the same time. Gallup has yet to develop stability in his scoring, and with the addition of Lamb, I don't think it will rise that much in 2020, but you will be able to flex him at least 6 games. The situation breakdown for Gallup shows that it will be difficult to know when those 6 games will happen. In contrast to Amari Cooper, who only produces at home, Gallup doesn't make that much difference in any of the situations, being pretty much even all across the board, with 53% and 54% being his biggest differences. Gallup saw 8 red zone targets in 2019, and with those targets he scored 2 touchdowns, which is decent. He gets about the same amount of red zone targets as Cooper, but doesn't convert as much. Don't expect too much in this regard. Best case scenario is 4 red zone touchdowns. The average risk of him not scoring above 10 fantasy points last year was 69%, which places him in the 4th tier of risky wide receivers with Terry McLaurin and Robert Woods. Based on his current ADP of 80th overall and all the numbers I laid out in this video, I give him a draft grade of C. In conclusion, I was way more excited about Gallup before the CeeDee Lamb pick. Now there are a bit too many mouths to feed for me to go all in on Gallup at 80.
One for the big one. Down the field, wide open for the touchdown.
Hello Fantasy Faithful, I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to check out more of them right here and here. In case you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat.